Hello everybody, so welcome back. I hope you're all doing really well. I hope everyone's okay out there. So we are back today with another clear out. At this point you think I would be finished after multiple videos on the subject, but no, I'm still going, still have many more things to sort and organize, and I know you guys love to watch me do that, so here we are again. So I embarked on this mission. It must have been last month, maybe even the month before by now, and that was to clear out my beauty supplies, my beauty products, makeup, skincare, hair care, just everything that I own pretty much. I kind of tricked myself into thinking that I had a very small collection now, that I'm just basically very minimal when it comes to makeup and other kind of products and routines and things like that, and I was completely wrong. I do not have a small collection at all. So the last couple of videos I shared with you guys on this subject were me clearing out my makeup drawer, which is where I keep everything, and also my makeup bag. So that's what we've done so far, but I kind of promised you guys that I would show you the rest of these beauty drawers, which I'm gonna cut to now, so you can actually see what we're dealing with. So this right here is where I keep everything. I have had so many questions about this unit. It's just from Ikea, it's from the Hemnes range, and it's the kind of like shiny white one. But I actually changed the handles. I went through this whole process on in my room renovation video when I did this whole space, which ended up being one of my favorite rooms in the flat, of course, because it's all mine. But yeah, I just changed the handles on this. I got some really inexpensive ones from Amazon. There are so many options on there. I went for these gold like T-bar handles, and they honestly changed the whole look of the thing. I think they make it look so much different, so much more expensive. So yeah, that is the answer to that question. But anyway, this is where I keep everything. So in the first video, we tackled this drawer, which I'm showing you now to keep myself accountable, but I think I've done pretty well. I've still got my perfumes organized there. This section maybe is getting a little bit jammed up, but still I can see everything. I sorted out my blushes, my eye products, lip liners, lipsticks, palettes, everything in there is all the makeup that I own, apart from my makeup bag, which is where I keep my day-to-day products. So I am pretty happy with this. I think it's lasted about a month now and it still looks decent enough. So that was the first drawer. And then we have these two. So I kind of skipped over these in that video. Number one, because I ran out of time to do anything with them. And number two, because I don't even know what's inside these. It's an absolute dumping ground for all skincare and other beauty products. So let's have a look in this first drawer, which I'm hoping is gonna open. I think something was stuck. There we go. So as you can see, this one is a lot less organized. I've got some candles in there as well. I think this is all hair, body stuff. And then this should be skincare. We've also got some hair clips. We've got a Clarisonic, some cotton wool bands, which I haven't used for almost a year now, some fake tan, and a couple of purses apparently. So I'm not quite sure how I'm going to tackle this one. There's kind of an organization system going on here. I have a few like boxes and trays to separate everything, but it's sort of all gone into chaos. So we'll see what we can do with that. And then the second drawer down here, I don't think is quite as full. When I moved, I filled up these two plastic boxes with all my products, and they kind of migrated out of them as time went by. I never really sat down and fully unpacked them, which was maybe a bit of a mistake. But I think what's left in here are just things that I never ended up reaching for. So either I've completely forgotten about some things in here and they're actually hidden gems, or I had no reason to use them and they probably could do with being given to a new home or perhaps thrown away, because, you know, I moved a while ago, so some of these things may have passed their sell-by date by now. Over here we've got some nails stuff. I think there is sun cream in here. Not that I'm going to be going on holiday anytime soon. Some hair products. This is actually the box for my Dyson air wrap. I don't have anything inside it because all the little pieces and the main body of the hair tool I just keep in a basket near where I get ready. So that's kind of redundant, but I guess if I'm traveling it's good to have. And then just some brushes and bits and odds and ends, even some frames in there as well. I did also want to have a go at clearing out the products that are in my bathroom currently. So they're the things that I'm really using every single day. Mostly skincare, but some body stuff and hair bits in there too. We'll see if we get round to that in this video and today, in fact. If so, I will put it in, but if not, maybe there's a fourth video, I think that's right, in this beauty clear out series that could be heading your way. So I think what I'm going to do with these two drawers is just kind of sit here and take everything out. I feel like that's my best approach, and then we can see the space that we have and put everything back in again that needs to be kept. So first of all, I'm going to take out the things that don't really belong in here, which I'm going to have to find new homes for, but things like these hair clips, I think they're actually earrings in there as well, and some jewelry storage. I've got some wallets and things like that in here, don't belong, so they can be put somewhere else. Let's get down into the actual skincare. I'm going to pull out this first basket. These little baskets, I think I got these from Tiger years and years and years ago when I very first moved out. They've done me well, they've lasted a long time. So in here I kind of keep, I guess, like extras for skincare if I have something new to try, but I'm still currently using something up, I'll just chuck it in here. These are the last bag of disposable cotton pads that I ever bought, and I keep them in this drawer because when I'm doing my makeup for videos, I just grab these and this little bottle of micellar water, and if I need them I use them. I don't always, but I thought that was a good way to kind of use these up sparingly without wasting them. I bought this packet so long ago, it goes to show how great the washable, reusable ones are, that I haven't even really gone through that. So I'm going to keep that there because this is where I sort of keep supplies for that. I've got my Clarisonic Mia 2 in here, which I really go through phases of using. At the moment I am not in one of those phases, so it's kind of just living here in the drawer. But sometimes I just have like a hankering for the feeling of this. It makes your skin feel so clean, and sometimes it's just way too much. My skin's been kind of irritated at the moment, so I'm probably not going to use that anytime soon, but I do want to keep it. It's a hair product, I'll get to that later. There's quite a few masks in here actually. I've got an LMS peptide mask, another LMS, oh this is a superfood exfoliator. I've got a Peter Thomas Roth cucumber gel mask in here as well, which is the nicest thing. It's actually better when you keep it in the fridge, so maybe I should have left it there. A dynamic resurfacing gel mask, that one's from LMS too, and then a couple of minis. I think these are also Peter Thomas Roth. Minis is also another section that I have in here, which I should probably carve out a bit better. When I'm going on trips or traveling, I do kind of just rummage through and grab a couple of minis. I've got loads and loads of SPF in here actually. I've got one from the Roche-Posay, the Athelios, this is the Factor 51. I've also got a little mini version of that too, we love a mini. I've got an LMS eye mask in here, can you tell I'm a fan of the LMS skin products. And then this is kind of pretty much where I think this basket too, my backups all come into play. So I've got a whole new dynamic resurfacing facial pad package from LMS. I've got the Peter Thomas Roth Hydra Eye gel patches, amazing, feel so good in the morning when your eyes are all sore and tired. I've also got my LMS capsules in here, a Bioderma in here as well, unopened and unused. I have so many micellar waters to go through. I think it's going to be a while before I actually get to that. Okay, so let's make this basket duplicates and unopened products. There really is a lot of hair stuff in here, all of which I kept with the intention of using, although I really have gone down to such a simple routine with my hair. I use shampoo and conditioner and then maybe 2 products. All of these things I love though, hence why I've kept them. They're also from brands that are just truly great for hair. I've got some Christopher Robin in here. It's a volumizing mist with rose water, which smells so good. Some Redken Color Extend. This is like a purple shampoo, although I don't really have a lot of blonde left in my hair, so I don't use purple shampoos anymore. This is one of my all-time favorite hair products actually, and I still use this, so this is a duplicate. It's the Kerastase Cement Thermique. Smells like lime polos. Does anybody remember those? Oh. And is the best thing for protecting your hair from heat and also giving it like a lot of moisture. I've got a Lazy Girl. This is a dry shampoo from Sam McKnight, which is amazing, and a couple of Bumble and Bumble products in here. I love Bumble and Bumble. I am currently using the heat protectant from this BB Glow range, so I do also want to try those. One thing I don't think I liked was this Surf styling leave-in cream, kind of like an air dry cream, which I think is a great concept for a hair product, but not one that worked for me. Maybe I need to try it again. In my makeup clear outs, and I'm sure I've had these comments on them, I think I surprised you guys with how ruthless I am about makeup and getting rid of it. I can just say goodbye to so many things at once that I don't use and don't need. When it comes to skincare and other beauty products, I am terrible. I think you can really tell where my heart lies when it comes to beauty products, because there are so many things that I just don't want to part with. So this is what we've ended up with on this side. Haven't even touched that bit yet, but here we have some sense of organisation. So there's 4 of these baskets. You can see them a bit more clearly now. So in this one I have all the masks. I've got some sheet masks, some masks I want to try. Most of these I haven't opened, but what I'll do is if I fancy trying a mask, I'll come and I'll dip in and grab something from here. So those are all in there. And this one I kind of have just all those duplicate products, things that are unopened that I know I'll be reaching for soon when I run out of the ones I'm currently using. I also had this little pot in here, so I decided to put the cotton pads that were in the plastic packaging in there, and I've just put my Clarisonic in there for now too, so it has a home and somewhere to live. I didn't keep many hair products, so I've just got this one basket here. I've got the dry shampoo, which, you know, I go through this so quickly, so I always need backups. The Bumble and Bumble bits, so just a couple of things in there. And then this is where I have my minis. They kind of were sliding through the little slots in these baskets. So what I've done is put them all inside this little suitcase. These are ridiculously cute. They're from Away. I think they're actually called the minis, and they're really hard to get. They only bring them out once every so often, and I did a campaign with them. But yes, this is the perfect place to store all these little minis. I just kind of kept what I had because, you know, all of these could have a use at some point, even this adorable little Marc Jacobs highlighter. There's moisturizers in here, there's SPFs. The eye makeup removers are actually the most useful for just chucking in a bag when you're going away. The masks, and then, you know, some other little bits too. So I'm happy with that in there because I know they're going to be safe and not fall out. I actually have a second one of these in black as well, and I know some people really like these, and some of you missed out last time they were available. So the first person to DM me on Instagram, I will send this to you if anybody wants it. So this side, and this basket in particular, I'm probably going to be a bit more ruthless with. This actually has my nail varnishes in it. Can't even recall the last time I actually painted my own nails. This has gone down significantly from what it used to be. I used to have so many nail varnishes, but I don't really wear it anymore. I've got some OPI nail envy on at the moment, which is what I use just to protect them, but other than that, I feel when I wear nail varnish, it just looks like I'm too dressed up. It's very strange. So I've kind of kept like a few of my absolute favourites. I've got quite a few Essie polishes in here. Fifth Avenue, amazing. Ballet slippers, of course. I could probably still get away with wearing that now, but the faff of painting my nails is not something that I'm gonna buy into. I kept things like this. I've got the Nails Inc Alexa Chung collection, which is all tiny little hearts, adorable. And then some of my favourite Chanel polishes. I've got Rouge Noir, which is a classic, and this one here, which is Peridot, which had such a moment years and years ago, and I still think it is the most beautiful thing. I kind of feel like I don't actually need to get rid of any of these because they fit so perfectly into this little case. If I ever again get back into painting my nails, I kind of have everything I need in here, and it doesn't take up a lot of space, so that I'm gonna leave as is, and that's the job done. The rest of this basket I'm not massively bothered by. I do have a couple of Byredo body lotions in here. That one's nearly empty actually. That's Gypsy Water. I think this one's the same. Yeah, that one's full. I'm gonna move this into my body lotion stash and use it up because there's barely anything left in there. I will hang on to this though because it is my favourite Byredo scent. I always have that one sitting out here, so those two can go together. I have no idea how old this is, but I don't really want to keep that anymore. And there's fake tan in here as well. This is unopened. It's Bondi Sands liquid gold. I've also got their liquid gold oil, which if I do fake tan, which is very infrequently, I will always use this because it smells amazing and it's so hydrating on my skin. Love that. This is empty though, there's nothing in here, and I'm pretty sure it's probably expired, so that I can get rid of. Oh, I've got a L'Oreal Smart Bond in here. Should probably use that on my hair because it's getting ridiculous without having been cut for so long. And then I have a couple of rose jams in here. Who remembers my love and fascination with rose jam? I'm gonna smell it and see if it brings back memories. Oh, it's still one of my all-time favourite scents, and it's the best thing that Lush have ever done. These used to be just for Christmas, and then I think they brought one out. That's why I have this giant one in their core collection. I tend to just keep these around just in case they ever get rid of it. Probably why they're not used. But I actually had to stop using Lush shower gels about a year ago because I tried one and I had the worst reaction to it. My skin was just awful, so I kind of got a little bit scared of using them. I mean, I'm sure they'll be fine because I've used rose jam so many times. I'm really reluctant to get rid of these because this stuff is like gold dust to me anyway. So maybe I'll just have a think about those two. And suddenly there is so much more space. So the rest of this is candles, I think. A mask has escaped back here. Let's put that now in its place. So candles, as you may be able to tell, I have a slight candle addiction. I think a lot of these are diptyque and quite a few of them are a limited edition. So I always like to buy a diptyque candle at Christmas because their packaging is just stunning. They change it every year and the scents are amazing. It's kind of like a collection, I guess, of mine. Not that I think of it like that, but I think this was last year's and this was the year before's. They smell amazing. I definitely am into the blue ones, aren't I? I feel like I have to keep these, and I haven't actually burned all of them. And with any candles, especially diptyque ones, when you burn through them, I think the packaging is just gorgeous to use for whatever you want. I just have to kind of make my way through them and actually use them up. Oh, that one smells so good. I've also got one back here which looks like a limited edition. This is Rosamundi. I've got a few Jo Malone candle in here as well. This is Dark Amber and Ginger Lily, which is one of Jo Malone's most incredible scents. And I have Sweet Almond Macaroon, which is amazing. It is so sickly sweet but beautiful. Minis, I've got Peony Blush Suede, which is one of my favourites from Jo Malone as well. I've got Grapefruit. Quite a few of these were from a Christmas set. Oh, there's another diptyque one back here. There's Violet. Another diptyque one here as well. And then I've got some Bella Freud's, which also all smell amazing. As far as most of these go, I don't think I'm actually going to get rid of any of them. I can feel you all shaking your head out there right now. I'm just going to give them a bit of a tidy up and organise them. I might pick a few out actually to put around the house because I think I'm running low on candles in certain rooms. Also have my trusty candle lighter in here as well, which is very useful. So I think I'm going to go and do that and then see how much space we have left in this drawer. So drawer number one is finished. This is very, very pleasing to me. I hope it is to you as well. I actually decided to put the candles in this basket. It made sense because I had a few small ones and they weren't the easiest to stack or organise, and they actually fit perfectly inside there. I put the Christmas ones, I don't know if you can see those, right at the back behind it, just because they're probably ones I'm not going to reach for until the end of the year, so I won't need to grab them, whereas these I can just pick out one if I need a new candle. Very pleased with that. So I kind of just had this space left over on this side, which I didn't know what to do with. I put my nail varnishes in here. This is the candle box as well from some more minis I have. And I've got rose jam just kind of stuck here in the back. We'll see what happens to that. And then I put my fake tan there too. So very happy with that one. There wasn't a lot to go through in there, but I think actually I've managed to keep it quite organised, and everything has its own place now, which is good. I know where to find things when I need them. Although this drawer is also quite anxiety inducing, it shouldn't be too bad because I know I've pulled a lot of things out in here, so there's not many products left. I think I'm going to try and get rid of these plastic boxes because they could be used for storage somewhere else. I also really need to find a home for these frames. I got these from a little independent store back down in the south when I still lived there. And I love them, I just haven't really found a spot. Actually holding them up to this wall, they could go really well there. I've been thinking about swapping over this little macrame hanging thing that I have here, which I've just also perched a hat on for a while. So maybe that's a little project for here. I could do some print hanging. I actually have 4 of these in total, so they're probably not all going to fit on that wall. But let's get these out of here for now because they're quite fragile. I'm probably gonna end up breaking one of them. Okay, the products in these 2 boxes, I want to do a lightning round with this. I want to go straight through them, keeping, not keeping, simple as that. I'm going to try and not overthink this. Okay, dry shampoo, always need that, half empty, but will do. Elemis Biotech moisturizer, I love this, but there's nothing left. There's no point keeping an empty package. Same goes with this Pixie Peel and Polish. I have one of those on the go in my bathroom at the moment, and that's just empty. Why am I holding all this empty packaging? I've got a lot of Glossier, but I've got Coms in here. I've got cherry, I've got rose, and I've got coconut. I love all of these, and I use all of these, so I don't want to get rid of them, although I have had them for a while. I'm not sure what the use by date is on these. It says 18 months, which is actually a long time, so I probably don't need to get rid of those. Now I did try and leave some room in the top drawer where I had the masks because I knew there was some more in here. I've got the Goddess Skin clay mask from Charlotte Tilbury, which I actually love and have forgotten about. Probably while it's been sitting here in this drawer. I'm going to keep that. And then I have an Elemis Superfood mask. I do like to keep and try lots of different masks because I feel like they're slightly different when it comes to skincare. They're not something you're using every day, and they're easier to gauge if you like them with one use. So I do like to try out a lot of different masks. Speaking of that, I have all of these sheet masks. I still haven't used the Charlotte Tilbury one, which you put onto your skin dry. Does not make sense to me, but still incredibly intriguing. I have an Estee Lauder one here, a Lancome. These I kind of tend to save for really special occasions because they are beautiful. And an Origins one there, which actually, I haven't done a sheet mask for a while. I might use that tonight. I've got more of these Estee Lauder eye masks. They're not as good as the Peter Thomas Roth ones, but they're still great, and I love an eye mask. Let's pop those back in there while I can. And then, actually most of this is skincare. There's not a lot of makeup. I have a mini here of the Liz Al Instant Boost Skin Tonic. This is one of my all-time favourite skincare products. When I first got into skincare, I bought the entire Liz Al range, and to this day I still adore it. I've got a few rollables here. This Tarte Harper oil is really nice. I wasn't massively impressed by the Aurelia Eye Dew, so I'm probably not going to keep that one. I've got a facial mist here. This is from Elemis. It's their Kefir facial mist. I just never remember to use facial mist. It's such a wasted product to me because I never use it. Charlotte Tilbury eye cream, which is very old and probably past its prime. Same goes with this Origins one, and I have a Kiehl's eye cream in here too. All of these I think have been open for a really long time and I should get rid of, considering they are eye creams as well. One facial mist I actually did used to use a lot was this Rose Hibiscus Coconut Water Mist from Herbivore, and this used to be a completely different colour, so I'm guessing it's no good anymore, which is a shame because I did really like that. And then the last bits in here are some old beauty blenders, which I could probably give some new life by washing them. You can never have too many beauty sponges. And an eyeshadow palette in here. Oh, I've got brushes too. Where have you been? I can take that box out now. That felt good. Oh, a Charlotte Tilbury eye palette has made its way behind there. I forgot I had this one. It's called Starlight. Look at the colours in there. This is like Christmas. I'm finding all these new things. Amazing. Okay, second box. I think this is originally what I did transport all my skincare in. So there's quite a few more skincare products. Oh, this is one of my favourite things. The Origins Drink Up Intensive Overnight Mask. I love that. I'm going to keep that one. I've also got a lidless Summer Fridays jet lag mask, which is actually very similar to the Origins one. I think I prefer the Origins one as well, and I'm not sure how well that's kept considering the lid has fallen off somewhere. I've got a whole fresh soy face cleanser here, which if I do use a kind of foaming wash, this is the only thing I will use, because it's great, it's really gentle. More rose jam as well, that one is on its last legs. Who remembers this one? The Aesop Parsley Seed Mask. Still one of the best masks for clearing out skin, if you like a clay mask that just draws everything out of your pores. Oh, this is empty too, but this, I loved the Herbivore Orchid facial oil. Had a real love affair with that one. I really like all Herbivore products. I've never tried something from them I didn't like. Oh, this I've had for a while. It's the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Night Cream. So I love the original Magic Cream so much, and was kind of ecstatic when I found out she was bringing this out. I don't know if I like this. It's so thick, and I like a thick moisturizer. I like to slather my skin in hydration, but this almost feels like you're putting lip balm on your face. That's the only way I can think to describe it, and I don't know if that sits well with me. It's a shame because this is so expensive and I barely used any of it. A couple of hair products in here. I've got some Moroccan oil, some Kristen S. I have an Olaplex in here too, which again should probably be using on my dry hair. I'm actually using the Air Dry Cream from this Kristen S range at the moment. It's probably the only thing I'm using on my hair at the moment, and I love it so much. I've got the leave-in conditioner here, which I think is just as good. I really like that line. There's fake tan in here as well, which again I think is probably past its point of no return. This one says 9 months on it, so that's probably well overdue. I never really got on with this too much. It's like a gradual tanning moisturizer from Mauricia. A little bit too gradual for me because it's just way too many applications to have to remember to do. I do like this though a lot. It's the Tropez face mist. Really good if you just want a quick bit of glow, really easy to use. Oh, there's perfumes in here, as if I needed to add to my ever-growing perfume collection. Oh, I actually have a rollable of one of my favorite diptyque scents. It's called L'Ombre dans l'eau, and it reminds me a lot of their Bays candle. I think it has really similar notes. So good. I love a rollable too, just really handy. That there. And then I have this, which is a classic, Coco Mademoiselle from Chanel. I don't know if I am a Coco Mademoiselle girl. It's just a bit too like pink and girly. Such a gorgeous vintage looking bottle though. I love that so much. And then I've got a Jo Malone in here, Blackberry Bay. One, if not maybe my favorite scent of all time. That's a bold claim. I adore this. It's the very first Jo Malone fragrance I ever had, and it literally brings me back to the sales counter in John Lewis, trying out all the different scents when I was probably, what, like 18, 19, so long ago. Very happy to still have one of those in my collection, and oh, I really should wear that more because it's an incredible scent. Done. It's gotten really sunny in here since I started, but I actually put these two frames up on the wall and I really like them. I just did two, one underneath each other. Maybe I'll change them around. Maybe I'll put something different in them, but yeah, I think it looks a lot better than what was there. I'm happy with that. So let's have a look at the final completely organized and cleared out beauty drawers. Okay, so you already know what the first one looks like, obviously. Very nice, very nice. The second has got a little bit fuller just because some of the products I found in the bottom drawer I ended up putting here. I managed to find places for pretty much everything that I decided to keep. So a few more hair products, some more masks in there, but everything has still managed to fit in really well. So that's the second drawer. And then the third is kind of an anticlimax because now I just have this huge space. I've taken the plastic boxes out and there is nothing left to go in here. I guess it's a good thing to always have empty space just in case you need it. So left in here are just this bag of sun creams, some nail things, hair tools, and this Dyson box, and that's it. This bottom drawer has honestly been taunting me for the last year with how messy it was, so I'm very pleased that that's all taken care of now. So I know you guys actually like to see what I end up getting rid of. I don't always remember to show you, but I've just put everything into this box. I'm gonna go through it and see what's worth donating, what's worth giving to other people, and anything that needs to just kind of go in the bin, but I don't think that's too bad. One more successful clear out. So like I thought, I have completely run out of time and energy to finish off what I had intended to start, which was clearing out my bathroom and all the products in there. So lucky you, that will be saved for another video. Hopefully that one won't be as long because I don't think there's that many products in there, but then again, what do I know? Anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm gonna leave a link to a playlist of all my other decluttering clear out videos in case you wanna go and have a big binge of those. But yes, that is it for me today. I hope you guys all have a nice weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.